Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on the time you are watching this video. Today, we'll be discussing organic chemistry. We will start with introduction to organic chemistry. Don't forget to drop your question or the area that pulls you on what I have taught. Drop your question on the comment section. I will always reply you. But first, like my video, share my video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's go. Okay, so a scientist named Burns Jacob Benzelius in 1809 made the vital force theory, and he stated that organic chemistry is the chemistry of carbon of is the chemistry of compounds found in living organisms. He stated that they cannot be synthesized in the laboratory. They are only synthesized by vital force. He's trying to say that or- organic compounds cannot be prepared in the laboratory. They are only being controlled, prepared by Vitaforce, and he's referring to God's natural forces, God gifted forces, the forces beyond human expectation. He said they cannot be prepared in the laboratory. But let's see what happens in 1828. So this is what happened in 1828. The scientist Frederick Wohler in 1828 disagreed with Burns Jacob Benzelitkov said. He said that organic compounds can be synthesized in the laboratory. Why? Why did he disagree with Burns Jacob's concept? Why didn't he agree with Jacob on what Jacob said about organic compounds? Here is the reason. Okay, this is why Frederick disagreed with Burns Jacob Benzelius, because he was able to synthesize ura from ammonium silate in the laboratory. It wasn't the fighter force that did it, Frederick did it. He was able to synthesize ura from ammonium silane, and he did that in the laboratory. Remember, Burns Jacob Benzelius says that no organic compound can be synthesized in the laboratory, but Frederick Wohler was able to do it, and therefore he disagreed with Burns Jacob Benzelius theory, which is known as the vital force theory. And because of that, the credit of the father of organic chemistry goes to Frederick Wohler. Now, let's look at the definition of organic chemistry. This leads us to the definition of organic chemistry. Organic chemistry are no chemistry that are synthesized by vital force or that cannot be synthesized in the laboratory. Rather, organic chemistry is a chemistry of carbon compounds, its derivative except the oxides of carbon. Carbon compound, its derivative except the oxide of carbon. Now, what do we mean by its derivatives? Here, this is methane, a pure hydrocarbon. It is an organic compound. Here, methane reacts with chlorine in the presence of ultraviolet ray. When it reacts with chlorine, it undergoes a substitutional reaction. Mind you, methane is an alkane. The alkanes do not undergo additional reaction because they have single bonds. They have single bonds. Therefore, they cannot undergo additional reaction. They are saturated hydrocarbons. Therefore, they undergoes substitutional reaction. That's replacement of hydrogen atom with another atom which is suitable, be it a halogen. Here, methane reacts with chlorine, which is a halogen. And when methane successfully substitutes all its hydrogen atoms for chlorine, it gives us a compound known as tetrachloromethane, showing there are four chlorine attached to the structure of a methane, giving us tetrachloromethane. Now, this tetrachloromethane is not an original organic compound. It is not an original organic compound, rather is a derivative. It is gotten from methane because it reacted with methane. It substituted with hydrogen. There was an exchange. It replaced the position of hydrogen, therefore is a derivative. So when you are talking of organic chemistry and you do not involve derivative, you are missing something. Seriously, you are missing something. You need to involve the derivative because there are so many derivatives as long as organic compounds is involved. Now let me tell you, that makes us know that your organic compound can react with other with other elements except what? Hydrogen. It can react with fluorine, it can react with bromine, it can react with iodine. As long as it could react with all this, they are all called what? The derivatives. So it's not just the chemistry of carbon compound. It's also the chemistry of carbon compound, its derivative, except the oxides of carbon. So tetrachloromethane is a derivative of methane. It's a derivative. It is a derivative of these carbon compounds we are talking about. It is a derivative. And this tetrachloromethane here is a solvent, an industrial solvent. So an industrial solvent is gotten from the reaction of chlorine with methane in exposure to ultraviolet ray. Now, let's talk of classification of organic chemistry.